Hi, my name is Emily Iannelli. I'm just doing a brief introduction. I did a video chronicling my car accident. Occurred on Sunday, July 28th. I was driving on Hempstead Turnpike after coming home from a picnic celebration with my fellow cross-country team way back '79. And obviously our coach, our beloved coach, Coach Bukowski. It was great, I had a great time. It was great to see all my teammates that were able to attend. And we talked about our lives currently. They knew I was transgender and they accepted me, and that was great. And I had a great time. I left there after we said our goodbyes and took some pictures. I prepared to go home after we took our final photos and hugged and shook hands, and I was on my merry way from Sunken Meadow State Park where the picnic took place. Then after getting off of the highways, the parkways, I exited onto Hempstead Turnpike going eastbound. I wanted to go to Target, pick up my son something. Unfortunately, never made it there. Seemed there was something wrong with the accelerator. I don't know exactly what happened to cause my car to accelerate like it did. I didn't do anything to apply any pressure on the accelerator, and I indeed went to my brake to slow down because there was vehicular traffic. There was a car up ahead of me, there was a car behind me. I was in the right lane. There were cars to the left of me as well. I'm lucky I was in the right lane, so I can't control the car. It's going like 40 miles, between 40 and 45 miles an hour. I absolutely have no control of the car. I would attribute it to something with the accelerator, but I'm not an engineer, scientist, or whatever. We're having an investigation on the car to see what possibly went wrong, and the fact that I couldn't stop the car even with the brakes. I panicked, and if I kept going straight on Hempstead Turnpike in the right lane, I would have hit the car in front of me going around 40, 45 miles an hour, and the car probably behind me wouldn't have stopped in time and would have hit my car. It would have been a catastrophe, and it could have resulted in fatalities. So I took swift action. I had no choice. I couldn't even think. I mean, this was all instantaneously, but my reactions were swift, where I veered off to avoid hitting the car in front of me, and I hit a curb, but I veered off to the right of me, not knowing where I was going to wind up. And I avoided the car in front of me, thankfully. The car behind me wasn't affected either. And I hit a curb, and then there were trees ahead of me, and I was going like 40 miles an hour, and I had no control of the car. And as I was about to make impact, I literally thought I was going to die. I'm not being over dramatic. This is the most terrifying accident I've ever been in. I absolutely had no control of that car. I don't know what was going on mechanically with that car, but I am still suffering. I'm going to my psychiatrist once a week now. Usually I go once a month, but he's seeing me to try to get me through this because I'm supposed to have transgender surgery in September once all the formal paperwork is approved from insurance. And then I'll be in the hospital. And I told my insurance agent, because we've been working, providing information to him, or I'm representing myself basically. I don't have an attorney, Yes, so as I was saying, I don't have an attorney to represent myself, so I'm in touch with my claims manager at my auto insurance company, preparing for surgery coming up. I have a lot on my mind also with regard to my son Matthew. So, I'm hoping everything works out. Obviously, when you get into a traumatic car accident and you almost feel like you may not even pull through, and I keep saying it, but I'm not being over dramatic. I literally thought that something really bad was going to come of it. Luckily, I swerved to avoid the car in front of me, because if I hit that car head on, going 40 to 45 miles an hour, because I couldn't control my car with the damn accelerator and not being able to brake, it would have been a catastrophe. Because you're talking about the car in front of me, you're talking about my car, and most likely the car behind me, and we all hit each other, me being the main one, because I lost control of the car. So it would have been a catastrophic accident with certainly fatalities. So luckily I was able to swerve away in time, because you got to understand this is all happening immediately. Split seconds, even less than nanoseconds, or however you want to look at it. So I'm just fortunate that I veered to my right, didn't know where I was going to go, hit the curb, and then slightly airborne, and that's where I came to rest. Finally, my out-of-control car finally came to rest as I hit trees, looked like bushes, and a fence. I did damage to the fence, so insurance is covering it. The trees too, I assume, and the bushes, but luckily I was able to walk away. My seatbelt was on. I always wear it. The airbag's deployed. Thank God my son or another passenger was in the car with me, so it was just me. Thank God I didn't hit any other cars. In the police report, I explained it right to the police officer, who happens to know me personally, because he's been to my house many times when I had to be brought to the hospital for various reasons. So luckily, everything was fine in the result of that horrific accident, terrifying accident. I never want to experience anything like that again. And my doctors are concerned that I'm going to be mentally okay for the surgery, because the surgery is a major one, and they just want to make sure I'm prepared for that. So hopefully everything will work out. And you'll see some pictures of the accident in the video clip, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay? Thank you. Bye.
no other way. You know you suck circus tent is falling in on itself, on itself. You took the money and a net of safety for yourself, for yourself. Yeah, there's no other way. We don't need you anymore. Strike it down and dig it up. Yeah, there's a better way. Find harmony before. Strike it down and give it up. The dark night of your sin is closing in on itself, on itself. Your wicked wallet with is growing thin. Blame yourself, yeah, blame yourself. Yeah, there's no other way. We don't need you anymore. Strike it down and dig it up. Yeah, there's a better way. Find harmony before. Strike it down and give it up. Through your corruption, we lost everything, and your destruction is just to run There's no other way. We don't need you anymore. Strike it down and dig it up. Yeah, there's a better way. Find harmony before. Strike it down and give it up. Yeah, there is no other way. We don't need you, don't need you. Strike it down and dig it up. Yeah, there is a better way. Find harmony before. Strike it down and give it up. Start again. Give it up. Start again. Give it up. Start again. Give it up. Start again.
Yeah, so I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky, given the nature of the accident. Even up at the windshield, you can see some of the shatter. Now, if I hit a concrete building at the force that I hit the tree and the bushes with, I probably wouldn't be here now. I'd probably be gone forever. So I must thank my lucky stars that I survived this. Thank God and Jesus above and my parents for looking over me and the guardian angels, because this, I would never have imagined I could survive from the impact of this accident. As you can see, I'm looking at the inside, and they took the parts and you can see all the metal. Yeah, it's total, that's for sure. The insurance reps that they came yesterday. I haven't met with them yet, but I'm assuming that it's a total loss. It's not drivable, and I guess it's going to wind up in the junkyard. They surrendered the plates to me, so I got to go to DMV, and I'm grieving now because this is something I owned. But as people say, material things can be replaced, including a car, but a life cannot. So I must be thankful that I'm still walking the face of the earth. And like I said, I'm not being overly dramatic. I was very lucky that the airbags deployed, front and back, and I'm just thankful that my son wasn't in the car, because I usually go out with him, and God forbid what could have happened to him. But now that's just mere speculation, thankfully. And here are some other parts that are damaged, and yeah, this is bad. Yeah, I'm depressed right now. It's just, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. The receptionist took some pictures of me by my car, which is not my car anymore. The insurance company is going to take ownership. I have to surrender the title. And then here's the, yeah, this is the damage all in the front. I mean, if it extended more to the inside and interior, it could have been deadly. Basically, the windshield, with the exception of the part that shattered, is still intact. And the airbags protected me. And, you know, the dashboard still seems to be workable. When I had my door open, the little beeping sound still worked. So, what can I say? This is my goodbye to my car. And then I surrender the license plates to DMV. I had this car for less than 2 years. About a year and 10 months. 2 months shy of a 2-year period that I own this car. Well, there's nothing I can do. I just can look at this and put it out of my mind forever, and just be grateful that I'm still here. It's not my turn. It's not my turn. I still have work to do, especially for my son. So I'm grateful to be here. So one last look-see at the car. The side, you would never know it was in an accident unless you looked on the inside. See, it is a hybrid, so I was contributing to the safety of the environment. It was part electric, part gas. I loved the car. How could you not? It was a beautiful car. My favorite color for a car, black. I can't even get under the hood, but you can see that it is affected by the accident, by the impact. Yeah, it's a total loss. It is the result of a high impact collision. I was going about 40 to 45 miles per hour. I swerved right to avoid hitting the car in front of me and to avoid getting hit in the back by the car behind me. So when I swerved right, I was just lucky enough to, well, I also hit the curb and went airborne slightly into the trees. And I thought right before impact that I was gonna die. I was bracing for my death. So I guess I'm lucky because I'm still here. I'm shaken up. I still relived the accident in my mind. My psychiatrist said it's going to be that way for quite a while. And hopefully I'll get back on the horse and be able to drive and be able to get another car. I don't know what's going to happen with the insurance because I still owe 5 years on this car. So, and I've never been in an accident of this magnitude. I've had minor accidents, but this is not a minor accident. And there's my manuals for when I first bought the car. Does me no good now, so I'm leaving it. And I guess still I'll dispose of it. So that's it. Did I ever call this car by a female name? I don't even know. I guess if I did name it, I would name her Sierra. Sierra. That's my name that I would give to this car. But unfortunately I didn't give it a name. And now Sierra, maybe I shouldn't name it because the car is dead. And I don't want to associate a name with car total loss. That's it. Farewell. Farewell. This is where the impact took place, right in the front. Right in the front. There's a side view. Pretty bad. I didn't know what to expect, but when the receptionist said the car is beyond totaled, now I can see why. Because it is beyond totaled. Okay. Bye. I'm at the body shop where my car was taken on Sunday after the cops went around and did their preliminary review. I guess I'm pretty lucky that I walked away from this accident. I wasn't sure what to expect when I called to say I needed to come and empty the contents of the car. And the woman, the receptionist at the body shop said that when I asked her if it's totaled, she said no, it's beyond totaled. So I would likely agree with her. This is a car I bought in October of 2017. It's very sad, but what can I do? All I can say is I'm lucky, and I'm not being over dramatic or anything, but I would say I'm pretty lucky to survive an impact like this. And if this was, instead of a tree and bushes surrounding the tree, which cushioned the impact, the force propelled back to me, I believe that deflected the force. I was an engineering major, so we all learned about force and mass and the motion of the vehicle, kinetic energy, displaced. The back you would never know it was in the accident because the damage is all in the front, and it makes sense because the front was where I made direct impact.